We are a hybrid explorer. We're a Nevada-focused company. A couple times we've been here now, and I think it's been a steady growth of the company over the past few years. So a few things to highlight that we'll get into real quick. Jurisdiction. We focus on Nevada. We think it's a world-class jurisdiction. Time and time again, you see projects and discoveries in Nevada receive premiums to their peers when a real meaningful discovery is made. We have multiple earn-ins across our portfolio. So we have South 32 as partners at our base metal project at Salina. And we also have Nevada Gold Mines, which is a joint venture between Barrick and Newmont. They have joint ventures with us at our Swift and our Black Ridge projects. So we're always trying to reduce risk, get as much exposure to discovery as we possibly can. We also have some leverage to critical metals. We spun out a tungsten explorer in 2025. That was about a $150,000 investment on Ridgeline's part. In return, we put a tungsten project into Spartan Metals. We now own 20% of that company and have a 1% NSR. So capital structure, you may notice this used to say tight share structure. Now it says management aligned with shareholders. It's been a tough couple of years, right? Tough bear market. But I think we've done a really good job of managing dilution, trying to make sure that the money's going in the ground to get as big a chance as we can to make a discovery. I started this company out of my garage in 2018 in Winnemucca, Nevada. I own 3.5%. I put my entire life savings into the company. I'm one of the largest shareholders. Merck Investments, Paul Stevens, Rick Brule, Extract Capital, a lot of good names have been backing us for a long time, and we're hoping we'll have a big year coming up. So just getting into our business model real quick. What we try to do, we stake early stage projects, right? We do the work, we bring in partners. The whole goal is trying to get as much exposure to discovery as we can. Now, something that sets us a little bit apart, I like to think, from typical prospect generators, is that we hold fully carried interest to commercial production on all of our partner assets. So that's a really important thing to think about, right? If a discovery is made, some of these mines can take $1 billion to get into production from making a discovery. That is not a concern for us. When our partners, if they fully execute their deals, we retain a 20 to 25% fully carried interest to commercial production. That means you as a shareholder experiences zero dilution other than the cost of me keeping the lights on, come to these shows, telling you our great story and how it's going to grow. So I think it's a great way to, you can slice it a million different ways, right? NSRs, joint venture partnerships, etc. I like to hold those carried interests. I think it really reduces risk to our shareholders. We're going to see $9 to $9.5 million US funded on our projects by our partners this year. So that's that's almost half of our current market cap, just going in the ground in true exploration. And as you can see, just throw up this little slide here, but some folks may say, well, what is 20 or 25%? What does it truly mean for what I might make as a return as a shareholder? Well, if you look back in history, minority stakes have been incredibly valuable investments over the years when you find a true tier one discovery, and that's what we're chasing. So I'm going to show you our two flagship projects today. Strongly encourage you, if you want to learn more, get into the weeds with me on the rocks, come to the booth. We're in by the coffee bar there, and we'll walk you through it. So we're going to look at our Salina project. This is a deal with South 32. That's sitting right beside a porphyry owned by Freeport-McMoRan. Our project, we've made a CRD discovery, or a carbonate replacement. So that's silver, lead, zinc, and copper. It outcrops at surface at our oxide zone. And if you zoom in, when we brought in South 32 as partners, we did a big geophysical survey that highlighted a big anomaly at depth sitting right between that porphyry and our outcropping discovery. Now that outcropping discovery at Chinchilla Oxide, zoom in a bit for you. We came out with an exploration target a few weeks ago. We have a range of tons in grade here in gold and silver primarily, outcropping at surface between 38 and 58 million tons. Now, this is pre-resource, right? So of course, we have to do a little more drilling to prove it out. But we've put over 10,000 meters into that deposit, and we have quite a good degree of confidence with it moving forward. Now, that would equate, if you took the middle range of all of those grades in tons, it's about 70 million ounces of silver at around 50 grams per ton, and around 200,000 ounces of gold at 0.2 grams per ton. Oxide at surface in Nevada. So there's a lot of value there just in that alone. But what we did this year is we drilled down dip of that into the Chinchilla sulfide zone. Right there, we hit a significant new sulfide discovery. So this is only our second hole drilled with South 32. And we were able to hit over a meter of 28% lead and zinc. We have silver, we have gold, copper, and antimony. We have thicker intercepts of up to 17 meters of up to 6.5 to 7% zinc, showing a strong sulfide system, a base metal system that has a lot of room to grow. Now, we have over 2.5 kilometers of open ground between that outcropping discovery and that discovery at depth, right? So we have a lot of room to continue to grow this thing, both in and out of the screen and along strike back up dip towards that deposit. We've hit some pretty incredible results in the past, up to 6 meters of 480 grams silver, 18% lead zinc, a little bit of gold in there. And as we get down dip and deeper towards that porphyry in our chinchilla sulfide discovery, we appear to be seeing zinc grades increase pretty dramatically. So why would you care about a silver lead zinc deposit or new discovery in Nevada? That right there is the Taylor deposit, which South 32 owns. They're putting it into development in Arizona right now. That is the largest zinc silver lead deposit in the world. And South 32 acquired it for $2 billion in 2018. This is showing that you can take that same deposit footprint, slap it over top of our chinchilla sulfide deposit. There is the potential to put a world-class CRD deposit in this footprint. And we have 2 drill holes into it right now and a third with assays pending that suggests that it could grow a lot more. So I got about 3 minutes left, so I'm going to make her quick. Just going to zoom back into that oxide deposit at surface. And again, want to show you what we've been working on. There's a lot of drill holes in here that we've drilled since that suggests that this could increase in grade and it could increase in size. We'd like to target 100+ million ounces of silver here, but it would have to go towards a resource with South 32's backing to get there. First, we're going to go after this sulfide zone and then see where it goes from there. Now I want to show you our gold project. This is the Swift project. It's in the Cortez district in Nevada. All of it's owned by Nevada Gold Mines, or anything that matters essentially is owned by Nevada Gold Mines. So if you look here, it's about 50 million ounces of past production, current reserves. Probably using the wrong color. How's that? Isn't that better? Our project sits directly on trend. You have Kinross right beside us with the PWC project. Nevada Gold Mines has already spent $14.8 million on this project, fully funded. They've hit up to a meter of 10 grams per ton within 2.7 meters of 7. That's just the start. We think we can do thicker intercepts and higher grade. But what's really important to point out, all of the underground reserves that are owned by Nevada Gold Mines in this district, the average grade is 6.8 grams per ton. So we've already hit that minimum threshold of grade. Now we need to start showing scale. You zoom into the project. We've been able to identify over a 4 square kilometer zone of continuous gold mineralization, up to 52 meters of 0.4. We just announced 33 meters of 0.5 grams gold with 5.8 meters of 1.5 grams. We're showing evidence of a large gold system. We've hit these narrow intercepts of up to a meter of 10 grams. What we need to do now, we need to get 30 meters of 10 grams, right? Bring those 2 intercepts together. If we do, we're talking about a 5, maybe 10 million ounce discovery. So really exciting opportunity here, fully funded by our partners. $5 million is being already committed to go in the ground by Nevada Gold Mines this year alone. And we think we're going to have some exciting results come out of that after. Here's what that looks like kind of in 3D, but you can see every hole is hitting. They're wide space drill holes. The next thing is, can we step in and out of this drill page or this page and get even better intercepts? So a few things to take away. If you're looking for a company that provides a very leveraged approach to exploration, right? Someone else is spending the money for us, right? It's costing Ridgeline nothing to participate in these deals. We've seen $5 million spent by South 32 at Salina, $14.8 million spent by Nevada Gold Mines at Swift, with both projects showing good promise to become much larger discoveries than they are now. So it's going to be a very big year for us. Partner-funded exploration, around $9.5 million. And we're always looking, we're always adding new projects to the portfolio, trying to continue building that pipeline. So strongly encourage any of you, please come by the booth. Would love to walk you through it. And wow, I got it down to 13 seconds. That's perfect, isn't it? Nailed it? Yeah? Thanks, everyone.